Hello guys and welcome back and thank you for watching my video. So in this video we are going to troubleshoot another packet tracer that I found online, and this is a really good one right here. So we're going to troubleshoot VTP and also DTP, right? So the background scenario in this activity, the switches S1 and S3, which are this one and this one, correct, are not implementing VTP. So they don't have VTP information. You verify that DTP and VTP configurations are correctly implemented. When all the issues are resolved, the PC and the same VLAN will be able to communicate with each other. Okay, so let's see. Troubleshoot DTP, show interface is strong. We gotta do all that stuff, all that good stuff. So we're gonna have access to switch 1, switch 2, and switch 3. So we're gonna have access to all three switches, not like in the other one that we only had access to one switch. Correct? So troubleshoot DTP, do show interface is strong, do all that good stuff. Let's see, and troubleshoot VTP. So the VTP domain should be CCNA, and the password should be Cisco. Let's see, show VLAN brief to make sure they have the VLANs. We can do all that. Show VTP password and status to make sure that they're running under the same domain with the same password and all that good stuff. Let's see. Verify port assignment. So on switch S2 and S3, we have to assign this. Okay, so on switch 2, 0/1 should be on VLAN 10, and number 8 on switch 3 should be on VLAN 10 as well. So then we can verify the connectivity by pinging each other. Let's see. Using the table above, we have to correct the VLAN assignments. So that means that the computer should have their IP addresses already. Let's take a look at that to make sure. Let's go to the desktop. No, not that one. Let's go to the command line and we can do a IP config, and it does it. It seems like they all have their IP address configured and their default gateway. So that's good. So all the PCs should have their IP address configured, correct? Now let's go ahead and make this a little bit bigger. There we go. So let's start with switch number 1. Let's go right here, enable, show VTP status. This should be a server. It is set to transparent mode. It doesn't have a domain. Let's see the password. Show VTP password. No password configured. So let's go ahead and configure all that. Config T, VTP domain. I believe it's CCNA, all in caps. Let's verify that by going to the activity. Where is it? And it should be right here. Yes, all in cap, and the password should be Cisco lowercase. Let's go back to switch. Let's also make this a VTP mode server, VTP password, Cisco, and let's show, let me see the VLAN. Okay, the VLANs are all configured there, so we don't have to configure those VLAN. It's also, it should be good. Now let's go to switch number 2 to make sure that it has all the information. Enable, show VTP. Let's do the password first. Oop, not shot. We're not gonna shot the VTP. Show VTP password. No password configure. Show VTP status. Transparent mode, and this is in lowercase, so we need to configure that the domain to have uppercase. So let's go ahead and do that. Config T, VTP server, it should be a client. Oh, not server, I'm sorry, VTP mode should be client. VTP password should be Cisco or in lowercase. and the VTP domain should be CCNA, all in caps, because this is case sensitive. So you got to make sure that you get all that. Right, let's end it. Show VLAN. Let's see if we get any VLANs. And nothing. There's no VLAN. Let's see why it's that. Let's take a look which one is connected to this one. Gigabit interface 0/1. Okay, let's verify if it is trunking or what it's doing. Show VTP, not show VTP, so show interface gigabit 0/1 switch port. And we can see here that it is configured as a static access, both of them. So let's go ahead and set up to be trunk. So it can be trunking. Config T interface gigabit 0/1 switch port mode trunk. Okay, it went down and then it went up and up. Let's see. While that is syncing, what are we going to do? Let's go to switch number 3, correct? Oops, sorry. So here we're going to enable show VTP, show the password. It's password Cisco, but it has that capital C. It needs to be all in lowercase. Show VTP status. Transparent mode. It is on the same domain, but the password is wrong and the operating mode is also wrong. So let's go ahead and configure that. VTP mode client. It has to be a client. And now the domain is fine, but the password is wrong. VTP password Cisco on lowercase. So this is good. Let's end this. Show VLAN. Let's see if it's getting any VLAN, and it's not getting any VLANs. Let's see if this one is still synchronizing. Correct. Let's see what this is set up to on switch 1. That interface. So show interface gigabit 0/1 switch port. This is set as static access, so we can just make this a trunk link. Config interface gigabit 0/1. Now let's make this a trunk. Mode trunk. Went to down and then went to up and up, so that's a good sign. Let's end it. And while that is happening, what we could do is we could take a look at this. Which one is the interface that is connected to? Okay, gigabit 0/2. Let's take a look at that. Show interface gigabit 0/2 switch port. And also a static, so let's make that a trunk. Config T interface gigabit 0/2 switch port mode trunk. And let's also make it a trunk on this side. Config interface -2 switch port mode trunk. There you go. Went to down and up. So now let's go back to switch 2, and this should be switch 2 should have all the VLANs by now. And show VLAN. Here it is, 10, 20, and 30. So that's as good. It's synchronizing. The VLANs are working perfectly, just like we wanted it. And now this is still syncing. Well, that's it. Okay, now it's done. So that means that it's up. Let's end it. Show VLAN 10, 20, 30, and 99. So this is also synchronizing. So what we're going to do is, let's see what the activity, what's next. Now we have to add this one to VLAN 10. Okay, let's add this to VLAN 10 on switch 2. On switch 2, config terminal, interface, fast Ethernet 0/1, I believe. Yep, let's make that a switchboard mode access first. Then after that, we can access the VLAN 10. And now what is the next one for this one? Fast Ethernet 0/9. 9, we're gonna add it to access first, and then VLAN 20. If I'm not wrong, let's take a look. Yep, there it is, VLAN 20. 20, and now the next one is 17 to VLAN 30. So 17, switchboard mode access, VLAN 30. There it is. So this is all good. Let's do a copy, run, start, save. Now let's do the same to switch 3. I believe that. Let's go config terminal, interface. Which one is the first one? To VLAN 10. Fast Ethernet 0/8. So fast Ethernet 0/8. Switchboard mode access. Then switchboard mode. No, switchboard access. VLAN 10. Let's see what's the next one is. 16 and 24. So 16 should be at mode access to VLAN 20, and then 24 should be switchboard mode access to VLAN 30. Let's take a look. Yep, 24 to 30. So that is really good, guys. Let's do an end. Copy, run, start. So what we could do to make sure that it's working, we gotta pin this one, which is fast Ethernet 0/1. Let's see what is its IP address is 172. Let's copy that. Can we paste it? Let's copy it like this. And from here, which one is number 8? Should be on this two should be on the same VLAN. Let's try to ping it. Ping, paste, paste, and there it is. They are able to communicate because they're on the same VLAN, correct? And that should probably be good. So let's go ahead and check results. Congratulations on completing this activity. Let's see, we make sure that 0/1 was an access VLAN. Access VLAN is good. The domain name, the VLANs as well, VTP mode, the VTP mode, and VTP password. So we did all that. So I'm going to leave this packet tracer activity on the description of this video, so you guys can also try it. And if you guys want more activity, just leave a comment below, and I can give you a lot more activities like this, so you guys can troubleshoot and also configure. So thank you for watching, and have a good night, good morning, or good afternoon. I'm not sure. Bye bye.